go ahead and get started. So let's begin by settling the body, adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position serviceable for meditation. So we're thinking about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap, right over left, with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure we let in enough light to remain alert. And try to maintain an awareness of not slouching, not leaning. But we also let go of any unnecessary tension or rigidity in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position, just allowing the body to fall into place. And we begin to let go of attending to the external world, allowing sights and sounds to be as they are without investigation, constraining our awareness just to the body and mind. And begin to concentrate that awareness in the present by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air that accompanies the in-breath and the out-breath, and the space around the opening of the nostrils. Giving ourselves the instruction to notice quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind, and then without judgment or frustration to lift our awareness up from those distractions and place it gently but firmly, again and again on the breath. And then, when the mind feels more calm, we generate a broad and altruistic motivation for our time, trying to see oneself as the recipient of this incredible web of kindness that flows to us from all sentient beings. Thinking of all of the ways in which we are benefiting and have benefited and will benefit from the activity, the work of others. Everything that we have, everything that we enjoy, everything that we know, and even our good qualities depend upon the field of sentient beings. And these kind mother sentient beings are meeting with suffering again and again. So try to develop a sincere wish to work for their benefit, recognizing that that depends upon our own genuine capacity to be of benefit. So the purpose of our time is to develop that capacity, to become deeply familiar with constructive states of mind, those that support beneficial actions, and to distance ourselves from destructive states of mind, those that are often responsible for giving rise to actions that cause harm to others. In this way, we become of greater and greater benefit to sentient beings over time. And then, with that motivation, we will begin to consider the next of the four immeasurable thoughts that we began yesterday. Well, the next is immeasurable loving kindness. We can begin by reciting the verse. How wonderful it would be if all sentient beings had happiness and its causes. May they have happiness and its causes. I myself will cause them to have happiness and its causes. Please, Guru Buddha, bless me to be able to do so. Yesterday, with the first verse, we engaged in the practice of taking on the basis of compassion, taking on suffering. And with this second verse, we engage in the process of giving. So we give away all that is precious, all that is helpful, all that we have. And think of offering your possessions, your activity, your merit, to every single being in all six realms. In one way, we offer temporal sources of happiness, beneficial conditions that ease the suffering in the six realms. But the real meaning of happiness is the bliss of liberation, enlightenment. Real, genuine, perfect happiness. A happiness that is free from suffering, uncontaminated. So strongly visualize that every sentient being receives both these temporal benefits and these ultimate benefits, sources of happiness, satisfaction, contentment. And then we move on to the third verse, the third immeasurable thought, immeasurable compassion. How wonderful it would be if all sentient beings were free from suffering and its causes. May they be free from suffering and its causes. I myself will cause them to be free from suffering and its causes. Please, Guru Buddha, bless me to be able to do so. So here again, we go back to taking. So we begin by generating a view of ourselves in meditation, visualizing a dark seed at our heart center, which is the representation of our own mind of self-cherishing, self-grasping. And then here we think about the general and specific sufferings of the six realms, the whole mass of suffering. So the uncountable number of beings in the hell realms experiencing the worst kinds of suffering, thinking of the hot hells and the cold hells, thinking of the beings in the hungry ghost realm, long lives marked by constant, unquenchable hunger and thirst. The sufferings of the beings in the animal realm, the fear of predation, the fear of slaughter, being subject to the elements, unable to escape fires, floods, the pervasive ignorance, dullness of mind, and then all of the sufferings in the human realm, the sufferings of sickness, aging, death, being separated from what one enjoys, not being able to be in contact with what one does enjoy, being forced to be in contact with what one does not want. And thinking too of the suffering even in the upper realms, the demigod and god realms. There's said to be a sense of jealousy and fighting among the demigods, able to see the pleasures of the god realm but not participate. And then within the god realm, although there's no overt painful condition, they spend their lives burning off positive karma. And then at the time of death, experience great fear, knowing that they will fall back down, not having used that life to create new positive karma. So nowhere in samsara is real happiness found. To contemplate these sufferings and imagine them as like a pollution, the sufferings along with their causes, delusion and karma, seeing them like a pollution, wanting sentient beings to be free, and thinking that due to the force of that compassionate wish, that pollution is drawn off and funnels faster and faster toward one's own heart, toward that dark seed. And that mass of suffering penetrates, the body absorbs into that dark seed and is destroyed. And then finally, there's the last verse of Immeasurable Joy. How wonderful it would be if all sentient beings were never separated from the happiness of higher rebirth and liberation. May they never be separated from these. I myself will cause them never to be separated from these. Please, Guru Buddha, bless me to be able to do so. And once again, we return to giving. Giving all of the perfected qualities, thinking of installing all sentient beings in a state of perfect bliss, perfect happiness, thinking that they receive all beneficial conditions and all of the realizations of the path. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. We'll dedicate. So recollect your altruistic motivation and think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you've actualized that motivation, which has generated positive energy in your mind. And think that you freely offer the fruit of your practice, that positive energy, for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking strongly, when this positive energy ripens, may it serve as a cause and a condition to eliminate war and conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disasters, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment so that I might work for the benefit of sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled. May I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.